G'day everyone, Raid0AU and welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever. We are in the America campaign and we have just completed industrialization, which was the second mission, and we're going to be moving on now to the Panama Canal, so let's have a look.
Around the world in 80 days is a thing of the past. It needs to be much faster these days if global trade is to flourish. The Transcontinental Railroad is all well and good, but it's far too inefficient for the constant growing needs and large quantities of goods in transit. But there is one project that promises to redress this, a ship canal that connects the oceans in the east and west. In this way, large amounts of cargo can be transported easily and conveniently. He who controls this canal controls global trade and thus the entire world.
Sounds good to me. So, alright, so we're going to be helping build the Panama Canal. We've got a number of different medals we can go for here. So make the President proud by ensuring the canal can be completed before 1924. Secure funding. Make sure you never miss an opportunity to spend the money. Your account balance should never go to an 8-figure sum, so we can't hit 10 million. So we've got to spend what we've got. Save the golden frog. I love you, frogs. If you dig too quickly through the Calubra passage, you're risking a landslide, but it does demonstrate a great deal of motivation. Increase the maximum production of the quarry fourfold. Right. And fair distribution. Ensure there is no more than twice the amount of debris in one depression than in the other. So all of these will become apparent as we play. So let's jump in, and I will see you guys once it's loaded in.
The 20th century is young, and the climate is tropical. The French project on the Chagres River is swamped with problems, as it were. Their coffers are empty, and thousands of workers have fallen to a mysterious illness. This is the opportunity for our great nation. The construction of the canal requires great logistical skill. The debris that accumulates during the excavation of the canal needs to be removed. And the workers need to remain as healthy and well-fed as possible so that things proceed as quickly as possible. Let's help with the construction project of the century.
Okay. So, as I said, we've got our medals there. Let's have just a brief overview of the map. So we've got Panama down here. See, we're in 1904, so we've got 20 years that we need to complete this mission in. You can see the architecture's just changed as time's gone on. And you'll see this red line here. This is the Panama Canal, and this will slowly get dug out as we progress through the process. We've got various points around the place. Gamboa there, Cologne, all good stuff. Okay, let's start.
First of all, the workers we've enticed here from the nearby islands require supplies. They need wood to build primitive accommodation, and enough sustenance so that they don't just keel over. Some of them look quite sick.
Alright, so we need to supply the central warehouse in Cologne with the requested resources. So we need to supply it with grain and with logs. Alright, that shouldn't be too difficult. So here's Cologne. And we're starting with 7.5 million. Now, bearing in mind that we want to be spending as much as possible. We do not want to be holding on to money. So, with that in mind, I think what we'll do is we might go for trains right off the bat. We could set up a road network here. It's not going to use too much money though. Let me just think about this for a minute. I'm thinking trains are the best way to go. That's going to use... As I said, we want to be using our money up. Alright, let's look at trains. Alright, And unlike in the previous episode, let's make sure that we're actually on freight terminals, not on passenger terminals. So let's go with a terminal, probably with a 2-lane. I'm thinking if I put that there, and then we can hook this up with a road. Construction not possible, one building will be removed. That's fine. Costs us a bit extra to do that, which is fine at this stage. And then up here, and as I said, we could use a road network very easily for this part, but I just want to use as much money as I can. Alright, so now if I bring that to here, that actually only needs to be a 1 there. Connect it with a road. Okay, so that one will collect that. This one gets that. Okay, so now we can just join those up. Not too much worried about speed, not too much worried about cost at this point. Okay. It's only a short run. Only needs to do it a little bit, and then that can just keep running. And alright, what we are going to need at some point here is we're going to... Well, in fact, no, we're not, because basically we want to spend money. So normally we'd be trying to maximize efficiency, but in this situation we're probably not. So, alright, back to our trains. Make sure we are on those. This one only needs to be a 1 lane as well. That can just go in here. Making a big cut in there, but that's fine. As I said, money's not really going to be too much of an issue. Still need to be a little bit careful of it, but you know, we need to... Okay, that one needs to then come out. That. Join up there. Too much curvature. Alright. Well, in that case, we will get rid of that one. That's it. Go. Alright. And then this one, what we now want is we want to put a depot in. So depot can go just here. Join that up. Like so. And we're going to want a depot over on this one as well, which could probably just go next to the station here, like that. And we'll just join that up. Just like that. Okay. So that will provide the logs and the grain to the central warehouse. So now what we need to do is we just need to put our trains on. So let's see, Cologne train depot. Let's buy trains. What sort of trains have we got? 1.73 million for the Atlantic. You can go 100 kilometers an hour. It's probably a bit too much. Mogul. Let's buy a Mogul. And this one's going to be transporting logs. So we need a stake car. And 1, 2, 3. We'll stick 3 on there. Now, set line, new line, from there to there. That waiting for free path will sort itself out once we unpause, which I might just do to get that moving. There we go. Okay, so line 1, this will be the Cologne log line. Good, it's done. And then over here we want buy trains, and we'll probably go with a Mogul as well. On this side, buy, and this time we're going to be transporting grain. So the gondola that does grain, boxcar doesn't, does it? So it's the gondola. 1, 2, 3. Put 3 on there. Already down to 1.83 million, which is quite good. We can get some loans in this. I think you're able to get 2 loans, and there's no penalty if you need to take out a loan. So, and this one will go from there to there, and that one can be the Cologne grain line. Done. Okay, unpause it. The train should be starting to come out. We can just speed it up a little bit. There we go. Here goes our first train here. They are good looking trains, the Moguls. A lot of detail in them. Oop, paused it. Okay, have a little bit of a closer look. Whoops. So as you can see, a lot of detail on these trains. We can come through the cutting here. There goes our other train in the distance. He's heading back.
A highly respected doctor has found out why the workers are constantly falling ill. A plague of mosquitoes is to blame for the spread of the yellow fever that is decimating the people. We should drain the swamps in which the infected mosquitoes are breeding like crazy. Until the problem has been resolved, we will face increased costs as we constantly need to import new, inexperienced workers.
Okay. Alright, so we need to deliver planks. Alright, we've got some logs starting to show up here. We haven't got anything delivered at the moment. We've got some grain starting to show up here. You got anything on board? Got 4 grain. Okay. So the next thing we need to do is we need to have a train bring... Do we want to do it that way? You know what? I think at this point, we've got these trains going here. We will use some road at this point. Make sure we're on... We can just hook in there. And then we'll do the same up here. I can hook in there. Alright. Now, Swamp 1, where are you? Swamp 1 is here. So, I'm going to want one of those there. And I'll set the line set a new line going from there to there. Yep. That's it. We only need to deliver 10. And this one can be Swamp 1. Okay. Now, Swamp 2, where are you? Here you are. So, once again, we want to place one of our depots down. Go there. Zoom it out a bit. And he will need to go, let's go new line from there to there. And that one can be Swamp 2. Okay, we've got Swamp 1, Swamp 2. Now, Swamp 3, where are you? Ah, you're just hiding away in there. Okay, so let's stick our depot in. You can go to that. And you, good sir, new line goes from here to there. And that one is Swamp 3. Okay, so that's all. That's the line set up to go to deliver the planks to the 3 swamps. Now we need to just set the line to bring the planks, to bring the logs down to make into planks. So, all right, new line, and we want this one to go from there to there. And that can be the colon plank line. Actually, plank transport. If I call it a line, I'll probably think it's a railroad. All right. And then what we need to do now is just stick in the depot. Go there. And buy road vehicles. So, let's see. What we got access to? Steam lorries, 31k each. It's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I reckon 6 can go on the plank transport. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 can go. Well, actually, how many do these carry? Alright. These carry 6 each. So, set line, swamp 1. Let's have a look at our lines again. Swamp 1, so that's got that many on it. Let's swap that to Swamp 2. Swap this one to Swamp 2. Probably only need 2 on each one. Swap that one to Swamp 3. So we just need another one on Swamp 3. Alright, buy road vehicles, steam lorry, buy Swamp 3. Okay. So that should, let's have a look at our trucks rollout. There we go. Zoom in and have a good look at them. They're pretty cool. Little steam trucks heading out. Alright, bleeding money at the moment, which is good. Alright, we've got trucks heading out various places. Most of them coming up here. Should have another one turn off there. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 of them are coming up this way, but 2 of them are heading up to the swamp. So we've got some grain delivered to Cologne. So we'll just speed this up a little bit. So train here. Got 6 grain waiting there. So let's have a look. 7 grain. Right, that'll take us up to 11. Haven't had any logs delivered yet. That shouldn't be too far off. Comes our train here. What have you got on here? 12 logs. Nice.
The Doctor has encountered a highly interesting species that no man has ever seen before, the Panamanian golden frog. There is a risk of rare animals becoming extinct soon if we flatten their habitats. The Doctor thinks this would be highly regrettable. The more damage we cause to these areas, the faster the golden frog's chance of survival will fall. We can counteract this effect through reforestation.
Alright. So Doctor estimates an 80% chance of survival should be enough to save the species. Now basically what we need to do, you'll see up on the left here, we've got golden frog. Chance of survival is 50%, trend is unchanged. At the end of the mission, we need that to be 80% or more. So now what we do in this one, you have a look around and basically you'll see we've got this circle here, we've got this circle here, and we've got this circle here, this circle here. These are the habitats. So what we need to do is basically, if we go into our terrain tool and get our tree brush, and basically you just want to paint a whole lot of trees in here. And basically we can be doing that while we can leave the game running. Go. Do some more up here. And you just want to keep doing this from time to time as the game goes on. And what you'll find is that sooner or later the game will pick up that I've put in a whole lot of trees here, and this chance of survival will start to increase. And it will say trend rising. There we go. Saying trend rising. We can come down here. We can add a few down here. Oh, what happened there? No, it doesn't want us to put any down there. Point to the terrain. Alright, there we go. And we can just fill this in. And basically, just all you're wanting to do is just reforest an area. It doesn't cost us anything to do this. Trains and everything can be getting on with what they need to be doing. You just want to paint it in. There we go. And that'll slowly rise the chance of survival over time. But you just got to remember to do it, basically, from time to time. So that's reforested. This one's a bit of a mess down here. Probably do that a bit better. Let's have a look. Give them a bit of a corridor. Give the frogs a bit of a nature corridor all the way through. There we go. There you go, golden frog. Now you can go see your mates down here without having to cross a field. You'll be happy with that. This one down here, basically, I suppose we just fill in this part here, really. So, now we're going with our thing. We've delivered all our grain to Cologne. So let's jump out of this. Alright, so this is our train here. What do we got? 17 logs. Right, so that's going to complete this first part. So we might just, should we ride him in? Yeah, let's go. Let's go for a bit of a ride. So there will come a point in this mission where we're going to need to waste money. And so I'm thinking about how I'm going to do that. But we'll worry about that when we get there. But we have to make sure we do not go over 10, or don't hit that 10 million mark. Coming in, past the other train. Deliver the logs. Right, logs should be getting delivered. Really? Thought we had enough. Oh, there we go, 15. Now, are we getting any logs there?
The Massif is blocking the way to the Pacific. A
All
cutting
right.
needs to be made through it deep and wide enough for the biggest of all the ships. But the excavated earth will need to go somewhere. Part of it can be used in the construction of mighty dams and locks. Then we'll have to dump the rest somewhere so it's not in the way.
Alright, so now we've got to deal with the excavated material from digging the Panama Canal. But I think we'll leave that for the next episode. And we'll see how we go with that. We'll need to set up a network to start delivering stuff, or removing the excavated materials and delivering it where it needs to go. So, I hope you've enjoyed what you've watched. If you have, please leave a like and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you all next time. I'm Raid0AU, signing out.